Rope Talk with Matt Dumont.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Top Rope Talk, Quiet Corner TV. I'm your host, Matt Dumont. This is my co-host, Mike Moran. Episode 14.
14.
I've been doing this a minute now.
You know why? Because this is all where wrestling fans come to talk about wrestling fans. And it's brought to you by the most delicious Pilsner on the market right now.
Real American beer.
Real American beer. Hulkster. We're shouting
Shout
you, kid.
out, Hulk.
We're right here.
Thank you for the repost last week.
Thank you.
We saw that.
It is the best time of the week. It's time to rock and roll right now.
We got a lot going on.
We got a
in the world
lot
of
going on in
wrestling
world of wrestling.
Coming week.
We do.
Money in the Bank.
Shorty, what you think? Whoa.
Couple of matches already scheduled.
Yep.
First match we saw written down, Lyra and Becky again for the belt.
You know, I was talking to the monster beside me before we went on the air, and I think Becky's going to finally go over. You know, they did this a couple years ago. I'm going to say a couple years, 20 years ago. Remember when Shelton Benjamin beat Triple H 3 times in a row? But what happened? Nothing. Triple H reign of terror continued. So
How's the Hurt business doing?
Oh boy. Whoop, whoop. I think this time Becky's going
Pretty
over.
good, but
They're still going all right. MJF, I mean, he's with them now. What? I think they're gonna. I think it's gonna be good, but I think finally Becky's gonna get the IC title. That will make her Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, that's the one that does it, right?
Yeah, that's the one that does it. So I think they're gonna do that, and I think just like they did at WrestleMania when they won the straps for one day, I don't think Becky's gonna hold it long because I know even though Seth's doing his angle right now, which obviously we're gonna talk about more, I think they both were about to take time off.
Okay.
The crazy thing is, 20 years ago, we'd have no idea. Now the power of the internet.
Yeah, it's
They've been
everywhere.
talking about them both taking time off from WWE. Listen, they got a young daughter. We all get it. So, but we're
Raise
gonna.
your kid. We ain't mad at you.
We ain't mad at you. And Seth, your body is falling apart more than any wrestler we've seen. But you, because you wrestle, I mean, you definitely bring it every night. So I am picking Becky over Lyra.
I said the same thing when we talked about it. You've given her a stripe. She's showing her worth.
Yeah.
Now get Becky.
It's time to give it back. Yeah, 100%.
And then it makes for a better story chasing it back. Becky's the heel.
Face
Get the
versus
belt
heel
back.
all the time. That's what brings the money. Always brings the money.
Next match. Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Couple of up-and-comers. Couple of folks that have been there a minute. We had a little differing of opinion. Just guesses.
I'm going to let you go first on this one. So the thing is with the Money in the Bank, I think what you got to do with Money in the Bank, even as a wrestling fan, you got to pick 1 and 2. Who's the first one and who's your runner-up to get it? So with this, I'm going to let Matt continue, but I have a 1 and 2 on this one.
All right. I had 1, but if I have to pick a backup per se, the one I think is going to win the match, honestly.
And it's not the Beverly Brothers.
It's not the Beverly Brothers. I think Naomi.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I think she sneaks in.
All right.
Think she ends up winning because somewhere in between, I think Jade gets the strap somehow,
Really?
and it builds for something later.
Okay.
I feel like a real oddball because there's a lot of easy pick. You know what I mean?
My 2 might be the easy picks, but
I'm not
for fan favorite wise. But no, that's actually. Yeah.
I'm not taking a shot at anyone else's picks. I feel like this match has the greatest chance for them to throw you the proverbial curveball.
The curve, yeah. Because my picks are
Naomi's got it.
Naomi, I like it. My pick is 1 Rhea, number 2 is going to be Stephanie.
Oh. Second match on the main roster, she wins Money in the Bank. That's a rocket.
That's a rocket. So that's my 1 and 2.
I like it.
My thing is
my number 2 is probably Mommy. Get her back in the title picture. It's where she belongs.
If Vince was still involved, we would almost know. Vince is not involved, so as Matt's saying,
makes it so much better.
Makes it better. It honestly does. It does.
Man.
We going a little sideways here, between R-Truth and Carlito. At least I think the great thing is in this day and age of WWE, it lets the wrestlers let us all know, hey, my contract's up in a week, 2 weeks. I'm not going to be renewed. I love you all. We didn't come to an agreement. That's it. I think that's better than just say, WWE is wishing future endeavors.
Best in their future endeavors. Yeah.
Right. I think this way is better, honestly. As much as it sucks, like you think about R-Truth being around 20 years, you'd be like
25.
And he can't. And our thing is
He
like
started the same week WWE started producing in HD.
So I'm sure, and here's the thing: is like we don't know salaries. We're a couple of wrestling fans.
You've been in the company a quarter century. You're probably making a pretty good
some
buck.
money. So I'm thinking like that's why he's probably not rushing to go anywhere. But he probably got contract offers, AEW. But I think he just sits home and waits because
probably has a 90 days still.
He still has,
unless that was the end and no one knew it.
I say, what if? Cena's last match, which is going to be in Boston, December, which hopefully myself, the big man next to me, our buddy Brian, and Bradley get to. But I think you have a lot of run-ins on Cena's last match. I know I'm really jumping ahead here, but what if you bring R-Truth back? You bring these guys that kind of, through Cena's years, especially this half of the year, kind of get screwed over. So I see R-Truth does make an appearance before Cena goes. But I
didn't even consider that, but I like it.
Carlito, I love it. He was kind of funny on social media. I'll see you guys in another 13 years. He just won the WWC championship, so he's a Puerto Rican champion. So Carlito he just won it. Yeah, he's an amazing talent. I think they did not use him correctly. He had a role, but when he made the appearance, Royal Rumble 2 years ago, then we came out in Backlash in Puerto Rico. The thing is, we always harp on Rey Mysterio's here, the Mexican wrestlers, the luchadors. There's a lot of good Puerto Rican wrestlers, 100%.
Absolutely.
And the crazy thing is we forget, like, Damian Priest is Puerto Rican. Carlito's Puerto Rican. We have
Savio Vega.
Savio Vega. We have, honestly, but he's not as good as Logan Paul. Listen, Bad Bunny, I know he did the crossover. He brought it, and he was good.
He can go.
And I've watched that the pay-per-view in Puerto Rico Backlash. I've watched it 3 times, and it still gives me goosebumps. I'm like, all right, here's the half Puerto Rican kid over here. I wish I was there for that because I'd be
proud, man.
It was just nuts every time. All right, we're getting off track, but you know what we're talking about. So with this match, I'm going Rhea, number 2 Stephanie, but I'm going almost a safe way. But I like Matt's thinking about just throw a curveball and be like, you know what? Because Naomi, listen, multiple-time champion, and she deserves it. So what the hell?
Legit.
Yeah, I like it.
Men's match. Next on the card. I mean, I don't know how they're going to run the card, but this is how we're running it.
Yeah, we're running it this way.
We discussed this earlier, too. I'm going to let you take the lead here.
I'm gonna say one person who I believe is going to win Money in the Bank. I'm thinking because he is over. I'm going to go
L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going L.A. Knight. This is his 3rd Money in the Bank in a row. He's always almost done it. I'm going L.A. Knight on my pick on that one.
Yeah.
The thing is, he is still over. He had a couple great matches with Roman. He almost, obviously with Roman, that Reigns, not to be funny, but he nearly beat him a couple times. But I mean, I think he deserves it. But who knows what TKO, a.k.a. / Triple H thinks on that one. I'm going, yeah.
See, I like that pick because that's kind of where I was when he got into the match to begin with. Out of the 3 ways to get in, that was the one. Out of the 3 guys in the match, he was probably 3rd on my list.
Let me throw myself and you a curveball real quick.
Okay.
What are they doing the same day? What is going on the same day as Money in the Bank?
When Worlds Collide.
You know who just lost the AAA Mega title?
Alberto Del Rio.
So
bring him back.
I'm thinking. We're not even thinking about. We have this connection now with AAA Mexico.
Someone gets hurt before the match. Add
you're
replacement.
Gonna have. See, that's why I was like, just watch.
Now you made me just.
See, I love. This is how you go spontaneous because I says, you know what? I was thinking when you were talking, I'm like, duh. You
just made me more pissed off because if that does happen, you know who they're throwing out of the match.
Penta.
No.
Who?
Andrade.
Oh no, wait. I was thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Look at this. See, this is what makes wrestling great because we think on the run. You have Penta, you have Andrade going for that. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, Alberto's music hits.
They're replacing one of those 2 with him.
Or he takes them both out.
Oh. Okay.
He tips they both go into a announce table, whatever, and they're both out of the match. As their first basic,
shows up,
takes out the
wipes
2 Mexican wrestlers out. to start a feud, which is going to be
Wait,
entertaining.
3. El Grande Americano.
Oh, boy. Just like Mr. America.
That's the dark horse. That's my number 2 pick.
He is a dark horse.
El Grande Americano is my number 2. I never said my number 1
number
either,
1.
didn't I? My heart says one guy, but my brain says Seth freaking Rollins.
It wouldn't, and honestly, with what's happening with the stable he's growing, I would not put it past him to win. But I think, as Matt would just say, if Seth's going for it, someone's music's going to hit.
I do like that idea too. You talked about that earlier.
Someone's music's going to hit.
I'll acknowledge that motherfucker if
and
he
the
jams up,
and the OTC is coming out and taking out Rollins.
All right, well then my guy wins.
All right. I'm good with that too. So our final, which is I think going to be the most entertaining because as you and I were talking off camera, I think there's a lot of scenarios that could go into this, which I didn't think of until you brought up one guy. I'm like, oh, this dude, he may show up.
Big tag match.
Yeah, big tag match. It's going to be entertaining.
John Cena, you can't see me.
And the guy with the carrot.
The most seen guy on fucking social media.
Carrot top with the fucking mullet.
Tag teaming against CM Punk.
Who's been on fire again.
And
Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, and I'm going to say this.
Ole.
El Generico. I'm going to say this one time is that I know you may not agree with me. I think Sami. I'm going to say this. We're going, again, this has been a good episode because we're going all over. I think Sami needs to beat Jay for the World Heavyweight title. What do you think about that? Sami
turns heel, beats Jay, takes the belt.
SummerSlam. Gives him, if Sami wins it once, that's all he needs.
Oh, it's Cody and Punk, by the way, not Sami Zayn.
That's what it is. My bad. Oh, my goodness. What happened?
I'm thinking about that for a second.
It must be all these real American Pilsners. My goodness, they're delicious.
Shout out,
Hulkster. Your Pilsner's getting to me. Huh? Real American beer, what?
Cody and Punk.
My bad.
Nope, it's fine.
It happens. We get too a little overzealous here. But
we did, because we were talking about other things earlier.
We are.
Wrestling fans.
So I'm thinking this match, because I was like, I said I was originally saying Cody.
Oh, it's Cody and Jay. Jesus Christ. I said Cody and Punk. Cody and Jay, Logan and John Cena.
What?
That's the tag team match.
So the finish of that one,
yeah.
I believe, is going to be, I want you to say yours because that makes more sense with, you know who coming through. Maybe with that fucking hardcore belt on. With this stupid walk. I don't mind his music, but now it's becoming stupid music because we're hearing it too much. I don't want to hear Fiend anymore. Somebody said that too, like, no, enough of Fiend. We don't want to hear it anymore. We're done. Travis Scott, you're amazing. You're a great rapper, but we don't want to hear Fiend anymore.
Yeah. Kind of over that experiment.
We're over it. I mean,
unless you get in the ring and actually do something.
Take a bump.
Show us something.
Yeah, take a bump.
Not just blast Cody because he told you to lay one in.
I say this one's going to be Cody and Cena are going to fight like up the ramp, and I think honestly, Logan's probably going to pin Jay.
Rematch at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
After Jay beats Gunther Monday night.
Yep. What do you think?
It.
What do you think?
No, I like that. That's a better match for all three involved.
Yeah.
I don't think Gunther and Logan have the match.
No.
Jay and Logan.
I think Logan will try. But Gunther's just going to beat the hell out of him because he's an outsider. Gunther's he's so old school, like Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper, like when Mr. T came through, they just wanted to beat the hell out of him because he was in their world. That's why I always think Gunther's that guy. Yeah. Like when McAfee got in, I'm like, this is going to be bad. And
McAfee took it.
He took it.
Like,
he brought it too.
Champ.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. Mm-hmm. So that's our wrap up.
Either way, it's going to be a great show because I honestly I've seen a lot of wrestling fans complain about, they should have more matches. Have it, like when we grew up, it was 2 hours.
Two and a half.
4 or 5 matches.
Good matches.
And that was it.
Let them run.
That's what we need to get back to again. So I'm happy with it.
You got to have the backstory.
Yeah.
You got to tell that.
You got to tell it. So it's going to be.
Excuse me, premium live event.
Yeah, not pay-per-views, PLEs. I still get used to that.
Pay-per-view. That's what we do.
What?
So I think that's a wrap for this one.
I think that's a wrap for this one.
I like it. Went well. Episode 14.
1-4.
Ladies and gentlemen. Top Rope Talk.
In the
Quiet
wraps.
Corner TV on YouTube. Give us a like, follow, subscribe, comment, show suggestions. Tell us we
Anything.
suck.
Tell us something. And also, drink some real American beer because it is the best American Pilsner out there. And just to remind everybody out there, when Matt and I are here, this is all about wrestling fans.
Being wrestling fans. Till next time.
Holla holla.